Kim Kardashian has boldly criticized President Donald Trump's highly debated ICE raids, despite maintaining a friendly relationship with the president and his family. This surprising stance comes as she quietly takes a significant step forward in her burgeoning legal career. The 44-year-old entrepreneur and Skims founder, who recently completed her law studies, openly challenged the 79-year-old former New York businessman on the very day it was revealed she had taken the California bar exam, an essential milestone on her path to becoming a lawyer. Kim's representatives have yet to comment on her latest remarks. This isn't the first time Kim has spoken out against Trump's immigration policies. Back in June, she condemned the ICE raids in Los Angeles, describing the agency's tactics as inhumane and expressing deep concern for the hard-working immigrants being separated from their families. However, her social media posts sparked backlash, with some accusing her of virtue signaling, especially given her close ties to the Trump family. Indeed, Kim shares a close friendship with Ivanka Trump, the president's daughter, and has even met with Donald Trump at the White House to discuss criminal justice reform during his first term. But despite these connections, Kim did not shy away from reiterating her criticism when asked about the ICE raids during the Diane von Furstenberg DVF Awards in Venice, Italy, where she was honored for her prison reform advocacy. Speaking to Variety before receiving her award, Kim said, "You often hear that ICE is targeting people who have committed crimes to protect our country. But then you see so many hardworking individuals, people I know, people my friends know, who are integral to this country, being affected." She continued, "You want to believe there's a strong message of protection, but the reality doesn't always match that. It's difficult, but we must do everything we can to safeguard those who have truly contributed to building this nation." In the same interview, Kim expressed her willingness to return to the White House to continue advocating for prison reform, a cause she has championed multiple times during Trump's presidency. She also mentioned the Menendez brothers, who have spent over 30 years in prison for the 1989 murder of their parents and were recently denied parole. "I would love to," she said, adding that while the governor ultimately decides parole for state prisoners, she is ready to work with any administration to fight for the rights of those she supports. Kim's initial public condemnation of the ICE raids in Los Angeles, which triggered protests downtown, was shared on her Instagram story in June. Her latest legal career move, taking the California bar exam, was announced just hours after she criticized the raids again. "When we're told ICE's mission is to keep our country safe by removing violent criminals, that's understandable," Kim said. "But when innocent, hardworking people are torn from their families in cruel ways, we have to speak out and do what's right." She added, "Growing up in LA, I've seen how deeply immigrants are woven into the city's fabric. They are our neighbors, friends, classmates, co-workers, and family. Regardless of political views, it's clear our communities thrive because of immigrants' contributions. We can't ignore the fear and injustice that prevent people from living freely and safely. There has to be a better way." Assistant Homeland Security Secretary Tricia McLachlan responded sharply to Kim's comments, defending the Trump administration's position that the ICE raids targeted convicted criminals. On X, formerly Twitter, McLachlan posted photos of 4 individuals arrested during the raids, labeling them as convicted child molesters, murderers, drug traffickers, and rapists. At Kim Kardashian, which of these convicted criminals would you want to stay in the country? She challenged. Meanwhile, some fans and Reddit users questioned Kim's sincerity, accusing her of speaking out only for public image. Comments ranged from skepticism about her timing, pointing out that deportations have been ongoing since Trump's first term, to urging her to leverage her friendship with Ivanka to effect real change. "If she's genuine, why not call out Trump by name?" one user asked. "Why not pick up the phone and talk to Ivanka?" another added. This controversy unfolds as Kim takes a major step toward fulfilling her dream of becoming a lawyer, following in the footsteps of her late father, Robert Kardashian. TMZ reported that she quietly sat for the notoriously difficult California bar exam in late July, and will find out if she passed on November 7th, just 2 days before the official results are released. The California bar exam is known as one of the toughest in the country, spanning 2 days and including 200 multiple-choice questions, a 90-minute performance test, and 5 one-hour essays. While typically administered in person at designated centers, it's believed Kim took the exam privately with a proctor to keep the news under wraps. Interestingly, Kim has never publicly disclosed whom she supported in the 2024 presidential election, which saw Donald Trump defeat Democrat Kamala Harris. However, her close friendship with Ivanka Trump remains well documented. The two first connected nearly a decade ago at the Met Gala, bonding over motherhood, and have maintained their friendship through various events, including attending Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's lavish wedding in Venice. Their collaboration on prison reform has been particularly notable. In 2018, Kim was photographed alongside Ivanka at the White House while petitioning President Trump to commute the life sentence of Alice Marie Johnson, a drug offender. Over the years, Kim has confided in Ivanka and worked closely with her to advocate for reducing and clearing prison sentences. By 2020, Kim was publicly praising Ivanka's father for commuting sentences of deserving women, sharing their stories on social media and highlighting her ongoing commitment to criminal justice reform. Kim's journey to becoming a lawyer has been a long and dedicated one. Over the past 6 years, she has devoted approximately 18 hours a week to studying law, accumulating more than 5,000 hours in total. Unlike traditional law students, Kim pursued the California Law Office Study Program, LOSP, also known as Reading the Law, which allows individuals to qualify for the bar exam without attending law school. Her path was not without challenges. She failed the baby bar exam 3 times before passing it in 2021. She also passed the Multi-State Professional Responsibility Examination in March 2025, a crucial test in her program, before finally graduating from her law studies in May. Kim celebrated her graduation with a party at a Beverly Hills hotel, attended by 3 of her 4 children with ex-husband Kanye West, as well as her mother Kris Jenner and sisters Khloe and Kourtney Kardashian. Notably, Ivanka Trump sent her congratulations via Instagram story, calling Kim her favorite law school graduate, alongside a photo of Kim in her cap and gown. But here's where it gets controversial. Can Kim truly balance her close ties to the Trump family with her outspoken criticism of his administration's immigration policies? Is her legal career and advocacy work a genuine pursuit of justice? Or is it entangled with the complexities of her personal relationships and public image? What do you think? Does Kim's stance represent a meaningful challenge to the status quo, or is it more symbolic than substantive? Share your thoughts below and join the conversation.